Now let's start with the limitation of business statistics. So there are few limitation of business statistics. First one is qualitative aspect ignored. So basically in statistics, the qualitative aspect is ignored as statistics method don't study the nature of phenomena which cannot be expressed. Now let's come to the topic limitation of business statistics. So first limitation of business statistics is qualitative aspect is ignored in business statistics. So basically in statistic methods don't study the nature of phenomena which cannot be expressed in quantitative terms. So basically in statistics quantitative terms are studied. Okay, so these type of phenomena cannot be a part of the study of statistics. So these includes like health, riches, intelligence, etc. As it study only the quantitative aspects. So it need conversion of qualitative data into quantitative data with the help of survey data or with the help of um, research. It convert qualitative data into the quantitative data. So experiments are being undertaken uh, to measure the reaction of a man through the data. When we have to measure the reaction in quantitative term, so we convert that qualitative data into the quantitative data with the help of numbers. So nowadays, statistics is used in all the aspects of the life as well as the universal activity. So next limitation of these business statistics is it does not deal with individual items. As we also discussed the definition earlier, in which we study that the statistics means aggregates of facts and it also places in reaction to each other. So statistics basically deal with only aggregates of facts or those items which does not recognize any individual items. So individual items as death of we can say that let us assume that individual items as death of 6 person in an accident, 85% result of a class of a school in a particular year, or we can say that will not amount to statistics as they are not placed in a group of similar items. So basically it does not deal with individual items. However, importantly, they were used in statistics term, or we can say in numbers, or we can say that they are measured in quantitative aspects. So next limitation is it does not depict entire story of phenomena. So when any phenomena happens, that is due to many causes. There are many reasons for any phenomena that is happened. So, but all these causes cannot be expressed in term of the data. So we cannot reach at the correct conclusion. So development of a group always depend upon many social factors like parents economic condition, education, culture, religion, administration by the government, education, etc. So but all these factors cannot be placed in a data. So we analyze only that data we find quantitative and not the qualitative. So result or the conclusion are not 100% correct because many aspects are ignored in quantitative data collection in when we study quantitative data. So next limitation is it is liable to be misused. So we can say that we can check the data and the procedure of its approaching, which is approaching towards the conclusion. But nowadays, the data have been collected by inexperienced person, or they may have been dishonest or the biased for towards the data collection. So as it is delicate science and can be easily misused by any person. So data must be used with a caution or with very carefully, otherwise result may be provided to be misused. The result which you have calculated or you are going to provide, they can be misused. So this is a major limitation of a quantitative data, that it can be used by any other organization or by any other researcher. So it can be misused by anyone. Next limitation is result are true only on average, as we have also discussed earlier. So here the results are interpreted for which time series or regression percentage or average or probability, many tools can be used. So there are not absolutely, which are not absolutely true. So if average of two section of a student in statistics is same, it does not mean that all the 50 students or all the 100 students in section A has got same marks as a student of section B got. So there may be much variation between these two. So we get average on the basis of the tools. We get average result. On the basis of that, we cannot identify the result. So it does not give a true image or true average of a picture. Next one is there are too many methods to study the problem. As in statistics, we can use multiple methods or different methods to do the interpretation or to do the analysis. So in this context, we use so many methods to find a single result. So variation can be found by different tools, like by using quartile deviation or by using mean deviation or by using standard deviation. Result may vary or result may differ in each case. So it must not be assumed that the statistics is the only method to use in research. Neither should this method is considered the best method to solve the problem. So next point is statistics results are not always beyond doubt. So as we use many laws and formulas in statistics, but still the results achieved are not final and conclusive, as they are unable to give complete solution to the problem. So the results must be taken and used with much wisdom and much care. Now next point is data quality issue. So in statistics, there is always a quality issue. Statistics is mainly depends on the quality and the accuracy of the data. If data is collected is biased or contain error, it can introduce insignificant analysis or insignificant result. Okay. Now next point is sampling error. So what is sampling error? Mainly when the size of the sample is used in statistic analysis, which can impact the accuracy of result. A small sample may not be represent the entire population. So it leads to skewed conclusions. So basically the method used to select a sample can introduce bias or can be biased. For this, if non-random sample, for an example, if we take in sampling method like non-random sampling method, then it is used, or it may be not accurate. It cannot represent the whole population. Next point is limited scope, as statistics can only analyze the data and has been collected, so it may not account all the factors that were not measured or considered. So statistics always have a limited scope, as it is used to analyze the data only. And on the basis of analysis of the data, we do the interpretation, and on the basis of interpretation, we make decisions to improve the result, to improve the organization growth. Now, human judgments. So, interpreting statistic results involve human judgments. So, different analysts may interpret the same result in different ways, as their subject knowledge is different, as their potential is different. So, different analysts may interpret the same data different. Now, let's come to the function of statistics. So there are many functions of statistics. Let's first understand present facts in defined form. So what it means is that statistics represent the things in their true form with the help of figures and the facts. Without a statistical study, our idea would be indefined. So the facts which are given by the statistics are in the defined form. If the results are given in numbers, then they can move conveniently. And also if the results are expressed on the basis of quality, they can be used effectively and efficiently. So we can say that the statements like there are a lot of unemployment in India, or the population is increasing as fast as the rate. So these statements should be in defined form, like the population in 2014 would be 15% as compared to the population in 1990. So all these judgments or all these facts can be done on the basis of the statistics, as statistics collect the quantitative data which is in the form of numbers, and we can get the results on the basis of those numbers. Next point is comparison. After simplifying, we can say that after simplifying the data, it can be correlated as well as compare the relationship between the two groups. As it is the best representation by certain mathematicians, quantities like average or correlation, etc.